Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel and into another budget with me video. Friends, this is gonna be a good one. I've got lots of things to say. If you are new here, welcome to my channel, and if you are a person who likes budgeting videos, then please stick around. So friends, buckle up, okay, because this one's gonna be real serious. We had a lot of things that happened, that happened since I seen you last. I didn't upload my budget video for the third paycheck in October because I deleted half of the footage, and it makes no sense for me to just upload part of the video. So it didn't get budgeted, or it didn't get uploaded, and you guys weren't able to see that one, but everything was going well. I had set aside plenty of money. It was my birthday last week. Well, by the time when I'm filming this video, my birthday was Tuesday and it's Friday now, October the 23rd. When I'm filming this video, you guys won't see it until next week, obviously, but everything was going smooth, and then we had a crisis situation that happened here at the house. One of my kids' car, well, not one of them, my oldest son's car broke down, and all of the things, and this happened to be on a Sunday. Saturday, we went out, we got tattoos, and celebrated my birthday, and then Sunday, my kid's car broke down, so I almost completely had to empty all of my sinking funds because it was Sunday, and in our emergency savings, I don't keep a debit card for that, and obviously on a Sunday I can't go to the bank and get money out. Although even if I had a card for that savings account, I don't think that I would have used that money. I really, in the state of what this country is in right now, between the plague and the election, like, I'm not touching my emergency fund money for anything, because you never know what's going to happen come November 3rd, and throughout next year. You know, we might all be losing our jobs by the time next year is over. I don't know what possessed me to buy a house in the middle of all of this nonsense without a clear guide of what's going to be happening in our future here in this country. So anyway, I'm not touching my emergency funds, and because I'm not touching that money, I pretty much had to empty out all of my sinking funds last weekend. So we are basically starting over. Okay, so I'll get into the nitty-gritty as we go along with my cash stuffing envelopes. This week is a week that both me and my husband got paid. And so I'm going to share with you guys the breakdown of how much money we are stuffing. My cash expenses, or cash money that I'm going to be stuffing today, is $1,060. However, $100 is still left into my checking account for online grocery pickup. So that's why I think I only have $960 here, but I'm going to count that with you guys, and we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm sure this is going to be a long video, but I'm going to try to not make it as long as it needs to be. Okay, so 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 80. 4, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So $960. I'm gonna go ahead and set that to the side real quick. We have a lot of things happening at the house this week. We have wood coming. For those of you guys who don't know, we have a Hardy, which is a wood stove that's like on the outside of your house and it pushes the air through underground. So we have a whole, like 4 ranks of wood coming today, or maybe it's 5. I'm not sure how much my husband ordered. So I'll have to pay that guy cash. And so I brought that money out. That's why there's so much money here. And then we need a few more parts for my son's car to get that fixed and ready to go. So I am taking that money out as well, out of this money here. Inside my cash wallet, or inside, not my cash wallet, but inside my wallet, I know that I don't have any money in my little wallet envelopes. And the reason why I don't is because I legit cleared just about every single envelope whenever crisis struck. Okay, so this, and I didn't even attempt to put things back in these envelopes as I was paying for things and getting tows and parts and all this stuff. So I just left this money out. So the money that I have left over in my wallet is $5, $10, $15, $20, $25, $30 in $5 bills. And you guys know that I'm just gonna set that aside for my $5 challenge. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 ones. And I'm gonna set that aside for now, and we will figure out what we're gonna do with that here in just a little bit, okay? So first up is personal, and I'm gonna start marking down, let me see if I can zoom you in some. I'm gonna start marking down 80 for you guys so that you guys know that I give my husband 40, and then that way I don't have to recalculate it into my numbers here, because I do the math before I get on camera, so I know everything's gonna calculate out correctly. I just do the math of it, you know what I mean? So $80, 20, 40, 60, 80. I'm gonna set this 40 aside for my husband, and I'm going to put this 40 aside for me in this envelope for my wallet. I did go for my birthday and get a tattoo, so all of my personal money that I had saved up previously, I have spent. So we're basically starting over in our sinking funds, and that's fine. Sometimes things happen and it's out of your control. But I'm glad that I didn't have to dip into my emergency savings, because that is like, to me, your emergency savings is really for an emergency. I've had that emergency fund for, gosh, I don't know, 2 years, and I've never had to touch it. Even through the plague and being off work and stuff like that, I've never had to touch it, and I feel very blessed about that. But I have taken just about all the money out of my sinking fund. So miscellaneous will get 20 as well, just in cases. Gas will get 60, 20, 40, 60. Sports, I'm gonna leave that blank for now, and we'll come back to that with those $1 bills. Family fun, well, actually we're gonna skip down. We're not putting anything in groceries because I did a grocery online order, so we won't have to mess with that. And then I'm gonna skip down here to spending, and spending's going to get 80 this week. 20, 40, 60, 80. Excuse me. My oldest son is sick too. We had to go and get him swabbed for the plague. So that result should come in tomorrow. I don't see how it's possible, but we will see. So then we're gonna go into my binder here. This is where these envelopes here I take with me. Everything else I keep at home in the safe. So I don't have to carry around a whole bunch of money all at one time. So deposits, groceries, let's see. Miscellaneous gas. Sports we're going to come back to. School's not getting anything currently. Family fun is going to get 20. So we're going to put that in there. Again, this is usually used for pizza night or, you know, something like that. Let me move this. How about that? Buffer is going to get 20. And just so you guys know, if you ordered from my Etsy store, all those orders went out this morning. So you should be, by the time you see this video, you should already have that, your items. So if you're interested in these kind of cash envelopes and binders and stuff, I do have them listed in my Etsy store, as well as cash envelopes, the old style that I used to use the Happy Notes for. Pets is going to be getting $20 this week, so we have 30 in there. And this pets in the sinking funds here, that is just specifically for like their everyday needs, pet food, cat litter. Liam is going to get $10. I'm gonna remove their cards out of there. So Liam altogether has 10, 20, 30, 41. This is their allowance. Jack has, Jack is getting 10 as well, but he had lost a $10 bill because he got in trouble at school this month. So he's only got 35. That $5 bill came from grandma or something. And then Ethan, we took Ethan's money out of there for gas, and then his car broke down. So he's getting another 10 put in there. And that is going to do it for the more everyday sinking funds that I have. We are gonna move on to this guy, which is the Big Mama Jama, who's been, it was so sad to have to take all the money out of these envelopes, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and it's okay. Life is not always life doesn't always go according to plan. So we are starting over with clothing. It will get $20. Kind of gonna bulk between this paycheck and next paycheck. We're probably gonna do bulking these items back up because we took all of it. Vacation, we're going back in with the 20. This envelope a lot of times only gets 10 because we budget our vacation out of our tax refund every year, and this is just like extra or whatever. Graduation is going to get 20 as well. Car tags is one that I didn't take money out of because my husband's car tags will be up at the end of this month. So this is something we still have to do. So in there I have a 120, and I'm gonna add another 20 to it. So there is that money right there. Christmas, I did go, before crisis hit, I did do some Christmas shopping, so I did spend this money out of here for Christmas. However, then crisis struck, so there's that. So Christmas is gonna go back in with 20. We do have a Christmas club fund that comes out of my husband's paycheck every week, so it's not like we're going to be trying to scrounge around to get money for Christmas. That usually ends up, his work usually ends up writing us a check for like $2 grand. So we have that. Car maintenance in here is going to be getting 150 because we have to buy a couple more parts for my son's car. 20, 40, 60, let's see, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, and 50. So there's that. Car maintenance, so that money's in there for Saturday whenever they go to. Home projects is also getting 180 because we're having that wood delivered today. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80. So we have that to take into account. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this money in here for that as well, because we budgeted for it. We knew it was coming. Sports isn't getting anything. Medical is going to be getting 10 this week. So there's that. Medical. Back to school, we're not doing, I probably won't start back to school until, I don't know, probably March or so is when I normally do back to school. Gifts, we're gonna hook back up with a $20 bill. So there's that. Car insurance is another fund, another sinking fund that I didn't take money out of because I'm really going to try hard to get the 6-month premium set up. So this week we both got paid, so we need to take 24 out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would like to not have to make a monthly car insurance payment, and so we are making monthly car insurance payments now, but also setting aside money for the next 6 months premium, so when that comes time, we are set to go. Okay, pets, medical. Jim actually has shots today, so I had already taken the $50 that was in here and I put it into my checking account so that I can pay that when we go to the vet this afternoon. So, but we are gonna go ahead and put another 20 in here. And this, I think after today, Jim is good to go. Both puppies are good to go on their shots and stuff. So we won't have any more shots, but we will have monthly, you know, flea and tick pills and heartworm medication pills and prevention and stuff like that to go. Plus Jim will be, it's almost time for Jim in the next 4 weeks. He'll be getting neutered at some point. So I'll probably build this up quite a bit in the next month or so. And that is it for this envelope. I haven't yet started these last 3 cash envelopes. So when that time comes, it probably won't be until after the first of the year. We'll see. We will get into that. Now this little guy is just basically my savings. And my house savings is just for emergency house savings, and our savings, this envelope savings is just like for everyday savings. So this is going to be our new emergency fund for anything that might break on the house. For example, the air conditioner. We plan on replacing the hot water heater and getting the tankless hot water heater. So as those expenses come up, we won't be able to do any of that until spring. So as those expenses come up, I will be using this fund for that. House savings has in the bank already, I had already deposited this money when crisis struck. So in the bank already, we had $180 in there, and we're gonna add 60 to it. 20, 40, 60 into here. And then the same thing with house savings. We have 170 in the bank for this one. And it's also gonna get 60, 20, 40, 60. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so next up is the $5 challenge, and we should have $195 in here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. 190 in here, unless I miscounted that somewhere. let's just count it all again. I gotta count it all again anyway. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna write that down. I always write down how much I add every week, so that a way I can keep track of it. If you guys are interested in the $5 challenge, I literally just don't spend any single $5 bill that I get. I save them all. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20. So 220 in there. Let's see. Nine, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so I'm missing a $5 bill. Weird. I either added incorrectly last week or somebody got into my stash. I wonder who it could have been. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so I got 220, and that's really not that bad. Considering I've only been, this in particular has only been since the beginning of September. So the beginning of September through now, I have saved $220 just in $5 bills. So there is that. So now we have these leftover ones, okay? And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, $20 in leftover ones. So we are going to place them into, not here, into sports, I believe. And sports has $2, so that's gonna put $22 in here, and this is just for like concessions. This one in this green envelope is just for concessions and stuff. We have just a few more football games, and then our season will be over. My middle child's last game is on Sunday, so there's that. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this video. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and hang out with us. We'd love to have you. Sometimes life happens and we need to remember to not get discouraged. Sometimes we just have to do what we have to do. So if something happens and you have to use the sinking fund money that you have on hand for something, it's okay. Life happens, just start over the next week. It'll be completely fine. And like I said, you know, we do pretty good and we are back to normal. Yes, it's not as much money as what I had before, but we'll get back up to that point. After all, money is really just money. You can always make more. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy your weekend, and I'm gonna go take Jim to get his rabies shot, and we will see you guys next week for the last cash stuffing video of October. Bye, guys.